I tried selling clothing online for 30 days, and I'm going to cover the whole process from designing to producing to advertising. With some people making over $10,000 a month profit, and my previous experience in the world of e-commerce, this could be a great business for me to make some additional income. Or so I thought. The plan was to sell my clothing on Etsy, an online marketplace that specializes in personalized and unique products, where it's incredibly easy to set up and open your first business in under 24 hours. But shoppers on Etsy are very different to shoppers on Amazon or eBay. They don't just buy any generic products. So I started with researching niches that are unique and proven to be selling on Etsy. I then used my niche research tool Everbee to narrow down the niches which had the highest search volumes to the lowest competition. This means I'd have the highest possible chance of ranking high as a brand new Etsy shop. Once I had my niches, I then took screenshots of them and put them in a really easy to visualize mood board on Canva. This way I can use the best-selling designs which I know work well on Etsy as design inspiration for my own products. Then it was time to start designing and actually making my clothing. Now, I could have gone to a clothing supplier, bought a whole load of blank shirts, bought a printing machine, and done all of this hard work myself. But since I prefer a digital nomad life where I can work on my laptop from pretty much anywhere in the world, there was a much better option: the print on demand business model. This is where you work with a print-on-demand platform such as Printify, who has access to hundreds of different print-on-demand suppliers. So all you need to do is just choose a product to sell on their platform, upload your winning design, and then only after an order for that product has been made by a customer, the supplier will then actually produce the product and ship it directly to the customer. So we're completely hands-off here. And so the main skill in this business is actually in making best-selling designs. So I was entering into a design business. But there was only one problem here. My design skills are like a -2 out of 10. And if you take one look at the designs I draw to send to my YouTube thumbnail editor, you'll see exactly what I mean. So I used a program called Creative Fabrica to get all of my design templates from. Now, these are commercially free to use. However, I still uploaded them to Canva and definitely made sure to edit them and change a few elements to what I thought would sell best based on all of the product research that I've done before. Then I download my designs, upload them to Printify, which is linked directly to my Etsy shop, and hit publish. And with this, a beautiful little item of clothing would appear directly into my Etsy shop. So now it's time to get this draft listing ready for sale, and there's a few elements that I had to consider here. First is definitely going to be the images. So I say this a million times. If no one clicks on your image, then they will never even get the chance to buy the product, okay? It's as simple as that. And in my opinion, the mock-ups you get as standard from Printify, they just don't cut it. So this is where I went to Etsy and invested a little bit of money in some mock-ups, which are proven to be so much higher converting. And then boom, I think this made my listings look a lot more fresh. But now, how do I actually get these listings in front of customers? Well, we need to do a little thing called SEO optimization. And now, I've got a love-hate relationship with SEO. I love that it gets my listings to the top of searches, but I hate doing it. This is why I like to do it the lazy way, using Everbee. So whatever product type it is I want to sell, I just type this into the product search area, then it shows me all of the best-selling products for that search, and you can go straight into them, copy all of the tags for the SEO, and paste those keywords directly into your own listings. I also then check for my own high search and low competition keywords using the Everbee Keyword Research Planner, which I would then just also add on to my listings and use them as keywords. And by the way, if you wanted to check out Everbee for free, then there is a sponsored link in the video description. And now comes time for shipping. Customers love free shipping, and so I always offer it in the USA. Pricing is also important. So I originally set my sweatshirt products to $36.99. And I also had one variation set at a lower price point because this is the price that's shown to customers on Etsy. And now Printify is great because as soon as you sell a product to a customer, it tells you all of the exact costs to produce and ship that item. So for a single sweatshirt listed at $36.99, this cost me $22.26 to produce and ship to a customer, giving me a profit per sweatshirt of $14.73. Before any Etsy fees, of course, which I'll fully break down later. So there we go. The first Etsy listing was live, listed on October the 18th. I then just replicated this process at speed and listed a total of 96 items in the first 30 days, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Everything was in place now and I was ready to start making sales straight away. So this is exactly what happened, right? Well, not exactly. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Nothing was happening, and I can say, honestly, clothing was a lot harder to build up some momentum in than anything I've tried before. My traffic needed a serious boost, so I decided to start running Etsy ads. I started with a budget of just $2 a day and eventually crept this all the way up to $10 a day. And so with all of these listings, all of this work I've put in, the money spent on Etsy ads, did things finally pick up for me? Well, hell yeah, they did. I made a sale using Etsy ads, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And before I knew it, I had 7 sales in total in the first 30 days from running these Etsy ads. And if there's one thing I've learned about Etsy over the years, it's that any sort of additional traffic, whether it be from ads or not, seriously helps to boost your own organic traffic. But did this follow through to the print-on-demand clothing store? Well, let's just take a look at exactly how much I made in total in 30 days selling print-on-demand clothing online. So let me just refresh the page here and you can see my all-time stats was $594 in revenue. And I just want to say, this is the middle of November when I'm recording this, so these stats are gonna be a little bit on the higher side than probably any other time in the year. And now here was the total traffic stats from my new Etsy shop in the first 30 days. Again, probably a little bit on the higher side because this is the middle of November. And now let's break down the actual total profit for this new shop. So $594 total in revenue. And I'm gonna minus 14% of the total to account for all of the Etsy processing and transaction fees. I'm then gonna minus a total cost to produce and ship all of my products from Printify, which equated to $211. I'm then also gonna minus the total ad spend budget of $167. And then finally, I'm gonna minus the total in Etsy fees, which is 20 cents per listing, equating to $19.20, which left me with a grand total profit of $113 in the first 30 days. Which, to be honest, guys, I think isn't bad. And if it goes in the exact same direction as some of my previous Etsy businesses, then this could be on for a pretty decent shop, to be honest. So if you like what I've done here and you want to work with me on a one-to-one private coaching basis to either build or scale up your own online business, then there's going to be a link to here in the video description to book in a quick consultation call. You know, I've started seeing some really good success with my students now that I'm very proud of, and it's something that I just absolutely love to do. Obviously, I can't work with everybody and not everybody is accepted, so let's just have a chat and see if we're a good fit to work together. And if you just want some of the best tips to grow any business on Etsy, then I recommend to check out this video here. But yeah, thanks so much for watching.